Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So the grinding never stops. I'm always grinding. I am always grinding. And I've achieved 1,600 max links units. I am actually starting to get a little nervous because I am really beginning to creep up. Like I'm looking through my box, and I do have a majority of my characters done at this point, right? And, this is including, I don't know, like we take LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for example, right? And, you have the SSR, you have the TUR, you have the LR. Like, it's like most of these characters, even stuff like this, I'm finishing them. That's why I really have enjoyed the fact that some characters, which actually notably right now I'm link leveling one of those. This right here, this is my Broly, Chile, and Lemo. As you guys can see, I don't have one right now because the unit we have right here, this is my Broly, Chile, and Lemo right here. But the link set for this character is completely different as a TUR and an LR. The only link Broly has that's the same as a TUR and LR is Fierce Battle. Everything else is completely different for this Broly, right? So it's like, for example, with some of these characters, like I'm like all three levels of this character, the SSR, the TUR, and the LR, I'm essentially link leveling the TUR and the LR version of this character, just trying to get as many links as possible. Now, because I have sort of felt the walls closing in a little bit, I actually have made it a real priority. I've begun hanging on to a lot of these characters. So, I don't know, this Yamcha right here, I've probably pulled him, I mean, no joke. Could I have pulled this guy 5,000 times? Something like that, probably, right? I mean, my account has been around since June of 2017. And, the last time a major release happened, so we're talking an LR or a Dokkan Fest, that came out that I did not rainbow immediately in their first banner, was actually Golden Week of 2018. That's the last time I didn't rainbow a unit immediately. It was actually Evolution Blue Vegeta. AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta is the last character I did not rainbow on release, right? So, like, I've done so many summons, and now it's like I'm even saving a lot of these characters because, I need to link level these guys, right? Like, I actually noticed I was pretty excited that Dr. Giroux, they actually have 6 links right here. But pretty soon I'm going to be moving into link leveling like these types of characters, right? And I have actually been link leveling a lot of SRs and stuff like that, like those types of characters. I actually have died many times link leveling recently while link leveling these types of characters down here. If I overload the team with too many of these characters, it really does get very, like, close. Because especially I've been really grinding in the newest stage, which is stage 31-4. It does feel to me very similar to like stage 34 and stage 28-2. Like I don't think it's like 50 times better, but there is a lot of value in the stage, even for me, if I think it's similar, because the stage is dropping green and blue incredible gems at the same time. So it's like I am stocking up on both types of this currency, and I'm going to be ready no matter what happens, right? So I'm just continuing to grind. I don't know, maybe a day will come where I run out of characters to link level. If that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, am I just going to farm up random sort of like free-to-play characters and then like link level them, or what am I going to do here? How close am I to maxing out my box space? I have a significant way to go still, yeah. I essentially have 1,000 free slots. It really might get to that point where I'm just, link leveling other free-to-play characters over and over and over and over again, huh? I really think so. I mean, I've explained this many times. This character right here, this version Z Goku, I've link leveled him millions and dozens of times. Ah, damn it, the support memory option messed me up there. Like, if we go ahead and go over, let's go to our super physical lineup, and you guys can see, right? I've link leveled so many LR version Z Gokus. That way I'm just always having a rainbow leader in there. And it's, you know, just sort of like another character. Like this was a good way for me to extend the amount of time and amount of characters I have that I could link level. But I might have to do that with other free-to-play characters potentially. Might be something I'll do. Now, again, if we're going to talk about the best stages to sort of grind right here, I know Global has Area 30 now, and I do think Stage 34 is really good. I think it is very strong. 31-4, I actually probably, it might be just a hair slower, but I mean, I am here recording this next, like, oh, I've achieved this many Link Level 10 characters. I mean, we're pretty fast here. I mean, the last one I did, 1,500 max Link characters, that was on March 26th. I'm recording this one on April 25th. So it's actually less than a month. I'm now at 1,600 max Link characters. So it's very fast. So this fight, right? I have died many times to Chaozu, believe it or not. That Chaozu is vicious. Watch, if they super the Super Vegeta right here, y'all will see. Well, there's Chaozu doing 18,000 right there. So typically, right, I actually did cool it a little bit with the amount of rare characters and SR characters that I was link leveling at the same time, because I was dying very consistently against, I'm telling you, it's this Chaozu. Because, you know, when doing auto, they're aiming for Tien first. So Chaozu is just sort of hanging around, and I've died, you know, 10 plus times to Chaozu. Like, actually, like, he could do a lot of damage. So I was like, all right, I mean, I still have a number of, like, UR characters left to still link level. So I've been sort of, like, going for that. Now, if you guys notice right here, right, the initial fight, right, is against two enemies. You have two very strong enemies, Chaozu and Tien. And then after that, the other three fights are against these pirate robots who are nothing. They're like, these aren't even, like, real fights. Even, like, the SRs and stuff like that, if, like, they super attack and stuff, they sometimes can kill the pirate robots in one hit. So these guys are not really too tough. Now, the reason I think Stage 34 might ever so slightly be a little bit better in terms of a link leveling stage is because you only have one really strong opponent. It's Raditz, compared to this stage, which has two, Chaozu and Tien, right? And then there are more, I believe that the stage does have, what is it? It's 2 Cybermen per fight. We're about to jump into stage 34, but it's 2 Cybermen per fight and all the little, like, random fights in between. But I do think it matters more that there's 2 actually, like, strong enemies, rather than, you know, one extra little, like, Cybermen, which just, like, a normal from most characters is just gonna one-shot them anyway. It's not really the biggest deal, right? But the main reason I've been grinding this stage is because, again, all of those fights can drop 77 either blue or green Incredible Gems, and they could drop 5, you know, green or blue Incredible Gems. Oftentimes, you know, you're getting both types of gems grinding this stage. We didn't get it this time, but being able to get both types of gems is very valuable. I think that's super, super good. So let's jump to stage 34. If you're not going to grind 31-4, then I do think 34 is probably a really meaningful stage to go ahead and grind, right? Now, this one opens up, you fight the 3 Cybermen, then you fight Raditz. Now, again, in these Cybermen fights, there's 2 Cybermen, but I don't think that matters. You know, it's all that really matters is the really strong opponent. The reason I think a stage a lot of people grinded was 29-3. That one is even worse, but that's because not only there's 3 strong enemies, it's Cooler's Armored Squadron, and then you get to all the extra fights, it's Frieza soldiers, and there's 3 Frieza soldiers per fight, right? Like one extra, sure, but it just gets to a point where 29-3 has so many extra enemies you're fighting, it's just way slower and way more inefficient than the other 2 stages. I do think 28-2 is still a reasonable link level stage to do, by the way. I don't think that there's, you know, like, some reason why you wouldn't want to do that or something like that, right? I do think 28-2 can be pretty good. The only thing is that 28-2, you will burn through stamina so fast, right? Like, I once heard that that's the whale Link level stage, because you oftentimes are clearing those stages of 28-2 so fast. But the thing with 28-2, you could do it so fast, but I have not had like a character go like 1,000 runs without getting them to Link level 10 since I've started grinding stage 34 and 31-4. In 28-2, there was several characters: LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Int Chilai, Golden Metal Cooler. Those 3 characters all took me like 1,000 runs to Link level 10. And that just doesn't happen to me in stage 34 and 31-4. It does seem like that one extra fight does potentially save hundreds of Link level runs. So, I probably would, if I had to rank the stages by how good they are, I probably would put 31-4 1, maybe 34-2, and then 28-2 3. I don't know. It's difficult, right? Because it's like 31-4 is better if you have like a, remember, you're doing this in auto. If your first turn is really clean, 31-4 is going to be better, right? Like, if you're able to get rid of like Tien and Chaozu fast, but oftentimes, just Link leveling, I've been in that initial fight against Tien and Chaozu for like 4+ turns. It's something that's happened to me very frequently, actually. Again, which is one reason why I toned down the amount of SRs and rares that I was Link leveling at the same time, is because it was really starting to... I would move through this first fight so slow, and then I was dying, so I was burning stones to revive and stuff like that. It was getting real dark, so... Let me know what you guys think of the Link level grind. I am not sure what I'm going to do once I run out of units. And now I'm really starting to get to the point where that is looking like it could be a reality. Running out of characters to Link level, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I Link level every second of every day. I am always Link leveling. If I'm awake, I'm Link leveling. That's it. Every day, all day, forever. If I run out of characters Link level, brah, whew, I don't know. I got no clue what's going to happen, man. So... let me know what you guys think of the grind, Link leveling, all that stuff. What a great system. I am very pleased that they added this to Dokkan. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.